next level. Our team is comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy and sell to help maximize profits. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. Phil's Gang has successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. You don't need to be a seasoned investor to benefit from the Phil's Gang platform, no matter what level of investor you are. Phil's Gang strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for a 10-day free trial to see our platform in action, avoid market pitfalls, and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day?
That's unacceptable.
African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026.
Visit
listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to me to make my dreams.
You can be a successful investor in the stock market by knowing what the market is going to do.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. God, you go nuts listening to these shows on TV, Kramer, any of them. I mean, they're giving you total garbage. Garbage in, garbage out. One day they tell you, buy this stock. Next day, don't buy the stock. Then you have two people on the show. One guy saying buy it, the other guy says don't buy it. So the question is, what the hell do you do? Well, we don't have questions here at Phil's Gang. And they never have to ask the question, what do you think the market's going to do? My members always know what the market's going to do because they've learned how to follow the money. That's right, follow the money. You don't follow fundamentals. You follow the money. And what is that? That's volume. That's the buyers and the sellers. And the other thing, you got to learn how to sell a stock as well as buy a stock.
Follow the money. Follow Phil Grandy.
Check it out, philsgang.com. Go to my podcast, YouTube, and Rumble every day. That's philsgang.com.
You can be a successful investor in the stock market by knowing what the market is going to do.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. God, you go nuts listening to these shows on TV, Kramer, any of them. I mean, they're giving you total garbage. Garbage in, garbage out. One day they tell you, buy this stock. Next day, don't buy the stock. Then you have two people on the show. One guy saying buy it, the other guy says don't buy it. So the question is, what the hell do you do? Well, we don't have questions here at Phil's Gang. And they never have to ask the question, what do you think the market's going to do? My members always know what the market's going to do because they've learned how to follow the money. That's right, follow the money. You don't follow fundamentals. You follow the money. And what is that? That's volume. That's the buyers and the sellers. And the other thing, you got to learn how to sell a stock as well as buy a stock.
Follow the money. Follow Phil Grandy.
Check it out, philsgang.com. Go to my podcast, YouTube, and Rumble every day. That's philsgang.com.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here. And it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
You're not alone. 80% of those in the stock market, just like you, lose money. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Why do they lose? Because they don't know how to short stocks in a down market. That will change once you use my patent Pro 2 color-coded chart. It works. The technology works. And it not only gives you an edge on the upside, but Pro 2 will put a smile on your face on the downside. That's right. Check it out. Free 10-day trial at philsgang.com. You're not alone. 80% of those in the stock market, just like you, lose money. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Why do they lose? Because they don't know how to short stocks in a down market. That will change once you use my patent Pro 2 color-coded chart. It works. The technology works. And it not only gives you an edge on the upside, but Pro 2 will put a smile on your face on the downside. That's right. Check it out. Free 10-day trial at philsgang.com.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day?
That's unacceptable.
African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026. Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
What are you, nuts? Coffee's up 92%, lumber's up 67%, heating oil, what, 60%, gasoline 55%. I understand why you guys are telling me to raise my rates here at Phil's Gang, but we haven't raised our rates since 2001. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. I'm not going to raise my rates. Our membership's been $39.95 since 2001, and for a good reason. So that you have enough room that when you do make money here at Phil's Gang, and you will, because you're going to learn how to short stocks, that there's enough room to send some money to St. Jude. That's why we never raised our price. And that's why we give you good value. So, you want to continue with good value, good information, be on the right side of the market? Join my gang, philsgang.com, where the price has not moved, where we fight inflation. philsgang.com.
What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
I believe that every single human being with a laptop computer and an internet connection should be required to give trading at least a shot.
Following Bill, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life.
I believe that every educated individual on planet Earth.
I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents.
Should do this. It's not for every single human being on Earth. I know this. But it's one of those things that you should try, because if you happen to get it right, if you happen to be one of the ones that this is for.
Follow the money. Follow Phil Grandy.
Oh my God.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. That's right, philsgang.com. Join my gang for 10 days. It's free.
What's in front of you is a life of incredible joy, freedom, and independence.
philsgang.com.
The stock Stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
No matter the stickiness, people still say, no, inflation has peaked, and so this rally can be for real.
My God, unbelievable, isn't it? Hi, Phil Grandy here, philsgang.com. They continue with this. You know, it's amazing. It's like they don't get it. This market is not going to rally. What led this market since 2008 to 2021, November, and then we had the 38% crash, are the tech stocks. Now, the same reasons why the tech market crashed in 2022 fell 38%. Think about that. It fell 38%. But yet, the stock market, after a year, has not recovered, has not clawed back that 38%. It's only clawed back an anemic 19%. It's got what we call overhang. Without having free money, QE zero money, you don't have the institutions coming in and driving that market to drop 38% and then rally right back up, clawing back that whole 38% and then rally again. Now remember, that's what happened. That's what happened when we had in 2018, we had that 16-week drop, the crash, 22% crash, 2018, 16 weeks it dropped, and then it rallied 54%. So in other words, as it dropped 16 weeks, stopped, ran right back up 16 weeks, recaptured all its losses, then rallied another 54%. 2020, same thing. We had a 5-week sell-off, a crash. 5 weeks, dropped 31%. But then it went right back up, clawed it all back in 5 weeks. We're at 56 weeks. We're still not off the bottom. We haven't clawed all it back. Are you kidding? We're only 19% of 38%. These two, 2018, 2020, after 16 weeks, after 5 weeks, they clawed it all back. And they rallied. So what's the difference? What's going on? The difference is the institutions who do all the buying, they were doing all the buying as long as interest rates were at zero. When you have zero rates, they're going to buy the overhang. What does that mean? When your stock drops down 38%, you have all these people who are buying as the stock goes down because they're being told, buying a dip, buying a dip, buying a dip. And when the market drops, if you have zero interest rate available to you, if you go to the bank, to the Fed and get money free, then you're going to go back and buy all those stocks. So all those people who are wrong kept buying on the way down, who are sitting there right now suffering. A lot of these people have been there a year going, when's the stock market going to come back up? I got in, stock dropped, it's been a year, and I haven't got my money back yet. Well, the answer is, it's not. Not unless we go back to QE and zero rates again. So there's no incentive for the big hedge funds, the big insurance companies, the big banks to come in and buy those big tech stocks that are sitting on the bottom that only rallied up 19% of the 38. You got to get from that 19 back up to the top. How are you going to get there when the institutions aren't buying? See, this is what people don't understand. That's why the market's going to go down another 30%. We have the same exact problems that we had that caused the crash to go down, we have the same problems right now. We got the same exact problem. Nothing's changed. We have uncertainty in the markets. We have uncertain economic conditions. I mean, look at the earnings. The earnings are horrible. These earnings are coming in, think about this, the lowest in 20 years. So we have the same uncertain economic conditions. Wages for many of our people, okay, remain low, lower than inflation. You can listen to all the jibber jabbers you want, but wages are not keeping up with inflation. So I'm just telling you, the same problems that caused the stock market, the NASDAQ, the leadership group, all those big tech stocks to drop 38%, and it has yet clawed back that 38%, we have the same problems. 60% of the tech revenue, remember, comes from overseas. 60% of our tech revenue comes from overseas. That's a big problem because the dollar is strong. And why is the dollar strong? Because of the fact, with all this inflation, all this spending that Biden is doing, that's when you have inflation and and deficits are climbing, he keeps spending, then investors anticipate the Fed's going to, and rightfully so, that the investors are going to continue to raise rates, which causes the yield on the 10-year Treasury to rise, which causes the stock market to collapse. And when you have the yield rising and the dollar rising, how are you going to get earnings from overseas with the tech stocks? See, the tech stocks, they don't do well with strong dollar. And as long as the yields are going up, the dollar's going up. And why is that? Because, again, everyone knows, the big institutions, the smart money knows that he's got to keep raising rates. And I'm talking about the short rate, the Fed rate from 0, it's now 4.75, it's going to go to 5. They know every time he raises that, until he makes an announcement they're going to start cutting that, then the Treasury yield, the 10-year yield, keeps going up. And when the 10-year Treasury yield goes up, the dollar goes up, and that means that we're in big trouble for earnings because 60% of our tech revenue comes from overseas. So we're screwed. That's the same problem we had when the market crashed. See, we got the same exact problem, but nobody's being honest with you. Because remember, when that dollar increases, it hurts overseas tech sales. It hurts earnings because the margins contract. Now, the other problem with earnings is connected to labor. And you can mark this down. You watch what happens as we go into this fall. You're going to see layoffs like you never saw in this country. Because remember, when earnings right now are the worst in 20 years. They came in at 5%. They dropped 5%. That correlates with layoffs. But we haven't even seen the layoffs. First, you're going to see the layoffs coming from the tech company. Then soon you're going to see all the layoffs coming from bars and all that. You know, that's another thing. What nobody's talking about. The biggest event wasn't retail sales are up. It wasn't the PPI was up. It was the debt in one quarter rose $394 billion in one quarter. That's insane. See, that proves what I've been saying all along is true. People have, the spending that's going on is all debt. It's not from wages, not from investment. Companies are not doing any business investment.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of philsgang.com. You know, over the years, I've successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. Become a Phil's Gang member. and receive the training, the advice, and the software that will take your investing to the next level. I have a team comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. And Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy, when to sell, when to hold, when to run like hell, even short. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. You don't have to be a seasoned investor to benefit from Phil's Gang and platform. No matter what level investor you are, my strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for the 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Avoid market pitfalls and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. If you want to invest your money and grow your wealth, just listen to Phil Grandy.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. There's many reasons to listen to a radio show, but I think to listen to my show, you get the truth, you get clarity, and you get great information.
No matter what level of investor you are, Phil's Gang strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success.
You know what? Most of all, it's fun. philsgang.com. Clarity, good information, and fun. What, are you nuts? Coffee's up 92%. Lumber's up 67%. Heating oil, what, 60%? Gasoline, 55%? I understand why you guys are telling me to raise my rates here at Phil's Gang, but we haven't raised our rates since 2001. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. I'm not going to raise my rates. Our membership's been $39.95 since 2001, and for a good reason. So that you have enough room that when you do make money here at Phil's Gang, and you will, because you're going to learn how to short stocks, that there's enough room to send some money to St. Jude. That's why we never raised our price. And that's why we give you good value. So, you want to continue with good value, good information, be on the right side of the market? Join my gang, philsgang.com, where the price has not moved, where we fight inflation. philsgang.com. Warning, Google, Apple, Microsoft, Netflix, Facebook, all these hot stocks are going to crash. They're going to drop as much as 60, 70%. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Exactly what happened in the dot-com days is going to repeat itself. Remember, 85% of people lose money in the stock market because they don't know when to get out. I fixed that with my color code technology chart. It tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. That's right. Make sure you check it out. It's free for 10 days. philsgang.com.
When the stock market is up one day and down the next, you need experienced advice from a pro.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. I know you're sitting there watching the stock market. You're going, what? Is this nuts? Market goes up 700 points. Next day goes up 800 points. Then the market goes back down. Then it goes back up. What that is volatility.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently?
But you got to anticipate what's going to happen with the market. And that's what we give you. Information so you can anticipate in advance what the market's going to do, so you know what stocks to buy, you know what stocks to short. It's all about having good information and anticipation. You got to anticipate. The one thing you can't do is rely on your brokers. Listen.
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
What are you, nuts? Partners and shareholders? You're not included.
Check out the free 10-day trial and follow Phil to investing success. Learn more at philsgang.com. philsgang.com. Welcome back. Are you a fan of the Phil's Gang radio show? Then you should check out philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
The New York Fed reported that household debt now hit a 2-decade high. The personal savings rate is down to 3% when it was as high as 8.8% back in 2019 prior to the onset of the pandemic.
Well, let's put it another way. At the pandemic, let's take the savings and let's measure it against disposable income. That's a better way of doing it. So if you measure against disposable income, savings was 32% during that pandemic. 32%, okay, of disposable income. Notice today, 2.2%. People don't have savings. Why do you think yesterday everyone was stunned except me, 'cause I've been telling you this, that the last quarter, 2022, it was amazing. People went out and borrowed $394 billion. We haven't seen that in 20 years. I haven't seen that in 20 years. People have been taking their credit cards. We have now our credit cards at historic highs. They've been taking money, refinancing their house, stripping all the money out of the equity. That's gone now. I'm going to give you a number, and this is why I hope you come to our webinar. We're going to have a webinar on the 25th of February. It's going to be a great webinar because not only are we going to teach you how to sell stock short, we're going to teach you how to buy a stock properly, but we're going to teach you how the market works. 85% of the people who lose money because they don't know how it works. I'll give you a simple fact. So the market, and when I talk market, I'm talking the NASDAQ, because remember, it was the big tech stocks that drove this market for 13 years from 2008. It was that zero interest that drove the market because tech stocks do beautiful, okay, when you are at zero rates. The market went up 1,200% from 2008 to 2021 before it stopped and then dropped like a rock 38%. It's only off its bottom 19%. But here's the number you got to think about. It dropped 38% from November. Let's go to January, from January, okay? And to get back from that 38% where we are now, how it dropped down to 38%, to get back even, the market's got to go up, NASDAQ's got to go up over 60%. People don't understand that. The market's got to go up 60%. And you got all these people that are stuck in the market, we call overhang, as the market was collapsing, as the market was going down 38%. You had the fake business news network to buying a dip, buying a dip, buying a dip. And these people are stuck there. Now, see, that wasn't a problem in 2018 for those people who are stuck there. Because when you offer free money to the institutions, to the banks, to the insurance companies, to the hedge funds, they'll come right back and buy all those stocks. Those people who made a mistake, and as the stock market was going down and it was crashing, right? Those people who made a mistake and they kept buying a dip, kept going lower and lower. And then buy and hold, and they stood there. Now they're stuck. They've been stuck for a year figuring out, gee, when am I going to get out of this? And now they're saying, if I just get half my money back, I'll get out. But you don't have any buyers. Because the real buyers are institutions, and the institutions aren't going to buy unless they cut interest rates because the valuations are way too high. And what you're going to understand at our webinar, how you correlate that. So in other words, the institutions aren't going to pay $19 for $1 of earnings. Are you nuts? They're not even going to pay $15 for $1 of earnings. So all you people who got into tech stocks and the market started to drop and you held on to them and you're hoping you're going to get your money back, good luck, because you got to get this market to go up 60%. See, people think, well, the market dropped 38%. It's only got to go up 38%. I'm even again. No, you got to go up 60%. Now, the biggest other problems that we have is that the problems I just explained to you a while ago, that caused the market to drop 38% to tech. We had the same problems. Nothing changed, but they're lying to you every day. The lies are incredible.
The consumer feels good, and consumers who are going out to eat, that number is actually now up 8%. Is the consumer okay?
Isn't it funny you ask that? Because we're finding right now restaurants are busier because inflation and food is more expensive to buy and cook at home. So it's easier to go out and eat.
Now, that's true. People are going out to eat, but they're not going to the Olive Garden. They're not going to the Lobster House. They're going to, the number I saw the other night was something like 71% are going to fast food restaurants. And where are they getting the money from? They tapped out their savings. That's one place. They tapped out their credit card. That's another place. They took all the equity out of their home. That's another place. And that's why you saw in the last quarter of last year, the debt, his household debt went up nearly $400 billion. Everybody's been living on borrowing. Everybody's borrowing. But those days are over. So the stock market, if you think this stock market, the tech market that you love and that you've been with and you're addicted to, if you think the tech market can go from where it is right now, you take the chart, put up the NASDAQ chart or the Qs. If you think it go from where it is now up 60%, you're out of your mind. Because number one, the people who buy those stocks, the institutions, they're not going to buy them. They're not going to buy them. There's no buyers around. Drop the interest rates back to zero, then you'll get your money back. Then you'll see this market go up 60%, and then we break even. But people don't understand that. So I hope you come to our webinar, and because you're going to learn how to sell short. You're going to learn how to execute properly. But you're also going to learn how the market works. One of the things people don't understand either, every time Biden's out there, he's nuts. The spending he's doing is crazy. It's killing us. I had a laugh yesterday. Again, yesterday he comes out, all right, and Biden, who has no moral sense about the truth. I mean, he's just a vile person. He has no sense about the truth at all. You wouldn't believe what he said yesterday. I almost fell off my chair. I guess it's this guy. Doesn't he not have any concept of what a lie is? We'll talk about that and some stocks when we get back. Zach, my gang, free for 10 days.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grant at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. And that's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days. Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. These are volatile times in the stock market.
Market's up 200, then it's up 800, it's up 700.
How do you get the facts when investing?
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. If you're confused about the stock market, get unconfused. Go to my site, philsgang.com, and listen to my radio show every weekday at 3 Eastern. What is the market going to do? We know exactly what the market's going to do.
Phil's got the answers at philsgang.com.
There's no need for you to be losing money.
Check it out, philsgang.com. If you want to invest your money and grow your wealth, listen to this.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, I get so tired of listening to the same garbage every day, listening to the fake business news network telling you why you should buy this stock, why you should buy, and they're always wrong. Join my gang, philsgang.com, free for 10 days. You're going to learn when to buy a stock and when not to buy a stock. Hey, years ago it was different. You could buy a stock based on fundamentals. You could buy a stock based on earnings. You could buy a stock based on PE ratios. Those days are gone. That ended with QE. That ended when they financially engineered the market in 2008. Gone. Now you got to follow the money. And we have the knowledge because we have the chart. Pro 2 color-coded chart tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to run like hell.
For a limited time, you can join Phil's Gang free for 10 days.
Check it out, philsgang.com. Get the truth, get the knowledge, and understand how the market really works.
Are you a stock market investor without all the information?
What are you, nuts? Market's going up, market's going down. We're getting all this bad information.
How do you invest intelligently? Phil Grandy can show you.
If you want real information and you really want to know what the market's going to do and you want the truth, go to my site, philsgang.com, and also listen to me on my radio show every weekday at 3 o'clock Eastern.
Phil's got the answers at philsgang.com.
That's philsgang.com, where you get the truth and you get the information you need about the market.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently? Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level. Our team is comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy and sell to help maximize profits. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. Phil's Gang has successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. You don't need to be a seasoned investor to benefit from the Phil's Gang platform, no matter what level of investor you are. Phil's Gang strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for a 10-day free trial to see our platform in action, avoid market pitfalls, and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Hey, good afternoon, gang. It's Steve Celeste here with philsgang.com. Just wanted to tell you how to get engaged with Phil's Gang and how to become part of the Phil's Gang membership or how to try us for 10 days free. Simply go to philsgang.com. That's www.philsgang.com and click on Get Started at the top of the website. Click on the big red banner that says Working Investor 10-day free trial, and that's all you got to do. And hey, while you're at the website, why not stop by our gift shop, see if there's something in there for you or for somebody you know. All right, thanks, and back to you, Phil.
Thank you, Steve. Okay, look. Go to my website, philsgang.com, and sign up. Take advantage of the free 10 days. I mean, you're going to learn a lot in those 10 days. You really are. Okay? And then, so again, remember, on the 25th, we're going to have our webinar. And what a perfect time for the webinar, because I am telling you, this market is going to go much lower. The NASDAQ has no hope other than this NASDAQ, the tech stocks are going to go down at least another 30 or 40%. The only way it won't is if they introduce QE again. If they introduce QE. And the other thing you got to learn is, when do you really buy stocks? When you listen to these guys, the jibber jabbers telling you buying the dips, you're losing money. Give you a great example. Take our gold stocks. Nobody wanted those gold stocks. Nobody would buy. So we got in early. AU, that's one of our mining stocks, up 46%. AUI is another one, 50%. GDX, that's another miner, 93%. Now let's go to the stocks that everybody's buying now, which you're out of your mind. You're going to lose money. So let's just take one, for example, AVGO. And we got into that. It's up 23%. All of our stocks that we got into November, December, and January, after the market dropped 38%, we went in and bought these tech stocks. You asked my gang. I told them, we got to buy these tech stocks because there's going to be a big short covering rally. That's what this is. But remember, a short covering rally doesn't last. And if you notice, like today, for example, you notice how the market's like down 200-300, and all of a sudden it's up 100. What is that? That's the plunger team. See, during earnings season, they want to make sure that they keep the stock market going up during earnings season, right? And so that's why you see the market's down 200, then all of a sudden it's up 143. It's down 300, then it's up 150. What the hell is that? That's the volatility that's telling you that this market's going to go lower. Volatility tells you there's great uncertainty. Just like when you're looking at a stock market, especially the tech stocks, and there's uncertainty about inflation. Is Powell going to continue to raise rates? He's going to have to, okay? He has no choice. He has to. So you have to know that there's any event that occurs that he's going to have to raise rates because that event caused inflation. He's going to raise the Fed short-term rate. That's what he controls. And when he raises that Fed short-term rate that once was zero, and he used to give money to companies that were at zero rates, now those rates are at 4.75. 4.75. So when those rates went up, and they continue to go up, remember what's going to happen. The other player is the 10-year Treasury yield. So if there's an event that causes inflation, and Powell has to fight that inflation, what does he do? He raises that short-term Fed rate, which he went from 0 to 4.75. When that occurs, it pushes up the 10-year Treasury yield. When that 10-year Treasury yield goes up, it pushes the stock market down. And then all of a sudden, the plunger team will come in and will push it up, try to support it. But it won't last. See, the only way, and I'll say this again, for this market to go up 60%, the NASDAQ to drop 38%, the Qs to drop 38%, to push them back up to break even, you got to go up to 60%. The market will never do that unless there's zero rates. The only way they go back to zero rates if Powell and Biden decide, hey, let's go back to zero rates. We don't care what inflation is. Now, talking about, again, the biggest problem, as I said to you, the same problems that took this market down, the tech market, 38%, exists today. And one of the biggest problems is Biden. Because of his spending. Now, understand this. As I tell you, this guy has no moral sense about the truth. He doesn't. Again, yesterday, he came out and he spoke and he said, I'm really concerned. I'm the one that's concerned about deficits. What? That's laughable. He's concerned about deficits? Are you kidding me? So he came out and said, and then he turned around and he said, and he used an example. He says, I negotiated for hours to cut the deficit by $1.7 trillion, and we did. And we had a fight with those same Republicans who are going to raise your Social Security and Medicare. Well, that's a lie that Republicans are going to raise Social Security and Medicare. They'll never get elected. They know that. And it's a lie that he cut the deficit by $1.7 trillion. He never did. What happened is that when the pandemic took a hold in 2020, the Republicans and Democrats put a bill together. They created an emergency COVID relief spending bill. They signed it, but they had an automatic expiration date. And when that date clicked in and expired, the COVID relief spending bill, whatever funds were in it were expired. So there's $1.7 trillion in there when it expired. Biden's making it sound like he's working in this cigar smoke-filled room with pizza boxes all over the place and working 20, 30 hours to cut this deal at $1.7 trillion. The guy's a liar. He didn't do anything. This deal was set up in 2020 during the pandemic. It was called the COVID relief spending bill, and was already had an automatic expiration date. And when it expired, which it did, whatever was left in that fund was expired too. He didn't do it. He didn't reduce the deficit. And this is the guy. This is the same guy who enacted the American Rescue Plan. The same guy who enacted the Inflation Reduction Act. The American Rescue Plan. What? Are you kidding? That was $10 trillion new spending. We don't have $10 trillion. We're broke. We don't have it. We are a country with a national debt of $31 trillion. We are a country that has an annual net loss. Each year we're losing $1.2 trillion. We're in the hole. Our country is, the value of our country, a negative net worth of $21 trillion. We can't even pay the interest on our national debt, which is $475 billion. We have to borrow, we put that on our deficit. And then we call China and ask them, please, would you fund our deficit? Why do you think Biden said, let the Chinese fly that balloon around for a week to collect all the information they wanted? Because Biden has to kiss their butt. Biden has to beg them to please finance my deficit. And they said, okay, but we're going to send a balloon over, and we want to get all the information about your silos. So let us go around for about a week, and we'll finance your deficit. The problem with financing the deficit, every time he keeps spending and spending, I'll just have him finance the deficit. That's every time you finance that deficit, Powell got to keep raising the short-term fund rate, which raises the long-term rate, which pushes the stock market down. And I'm telling you, that's why anybody who thinks that this market is healthy and the tech stocks are going to just go right back up, be prepared. It's going to go down, not up. Please come to our webinar on February 25th. Go to our gift shop.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, I've been doing this business of trading over 55 years. God, they make it so complicated. It doesn't have to be. The best way to learn is to follow me, my actual investments. That's right. When I buy a stock, you follow me. Do exactly what I do. That's the best way to learn.
Check out the free 10-day trial. Learn more at philsgang.com.
Be my co-pilot at philsgang.com. Do what I do.
That's philsgang.com. If you want to invest your money and grow your wealth, just listen to Phil Grandy.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. There's many reasons to listen to a radio show, but I think to listen to my show, you get the truth. You get clarity. And you get great information.
No matter what level of investor you are, Phil's Gang strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success.
You know what? Most of all, it's fun. philsgang.com. Clarity, good information, and fun.
Phil Grandy has successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. That's right, philsgang.com. Join my gang for 10 days. It's free. If anything, during that 10-day period, you're going to learn how the market really works. You're going to find information that you never had before. You're going to walk away and go, I didn't know that. So join my gang for 10 days free, philsgang.com. And you're also going to learn how to make money when the market goes down. It's kind of silly just sitting there when the market going down, hoping. Why hope when you can sell short and make money? Either way, you make money when the market goes up, you make money when the market goes down. That's the benefit of Phil's Gang. you make money.
Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level.
philsgang.com. Sign up free for 10 days.
Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Given the move in the 2-year, the NASDAQ should be off 10 to 15%, given that move in yield.
Okay, what he's talking about, and this is what you're going to learn, okay, at our webinar. And by the way, just go to my website, gift shop, go to philsgang.com, go to the gift shop. You can sign up right there. It's going to be the 25th. It's only $75. It's 3 hours. If you can't make it, that's fine because you have it archived for 2 weeks. If you just get one thing out of that, just one thing, it's worth it, believe me. And we're going to focus, again, most people have no idea. When they hear buying a dip, they don't understand how the market works. Or they tell you, like for example, buying a dip. Okay, well, if you're going to buy in a dip, what's the yields doing? Is the short-term rate, the Fed rate, is that going up? Yeah, okay, then that means if that short-term rate's going up, then, and Powell's going to keep moving that up, then your 10-year Treasury yield will go up and your big institutions aren't going to buy. And therefore, when you buy in a dip, you're screwed because the market's going to go down. Volume is fuel. When you buy a stock, you want to know every day, what's the volume doing? When the market closes every day, every morning we tell our members, what's the volume? What's the volume doing? It's so important. Stops. It's like an insurance policy. So if you're in a position, it starts going down, and every stock is like a little business. You own a little business. It starts going down. We show you how to put a stop in, so you limit your losses. But buy and hold is terrible. I mean, buy and hold is the worst thing you can do. 80% of people lose money in the market because they buy and hold. And they have no idea how the market works. They don't have any idea how rates and dollars and how everything relates to each other. And you're going to learn that at our webinar, okay? Or just go to, and again, same thing. When you go to our website tonight, just sign up for Phil's Gang. For 10 days, you don't have to pay a thing. At the same time, sign up for the webinar on the 25th. Because this market is going to go down. I mean, and when you buy and hold, the biggest problem with buy and hold, it ignores, okay, the essential investment concept of risk management. Buy and hold goes against everything you're taught about risk management. Everything's risk management. Risk on, risk off. We talk with our members every day about that. That's a risk on trade. If you're going to do a risk on trade, you want to make sure the money you're trading with, you're using, 25% of that money has to be money that you made, or don't go into a risk on trade. And again, if you're going to be convinced that buy and hold is the way to go, then you're ignoring the essential investment concept of risk management. That is terrible. Buy and hold. But here's what happens. Brokers will introduce their clients to buy and hold because it takes little effort on their part, takes little skill on their part, takes little intelligence on their part. They love it when they convince you to buy and hold. They haven't got to do a thing. It's like ka-ching, 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 ka-ching. Hold your hand. Market starts going down. They have class on how to hold your hand, how to hold your hand. Instead of having classes on how do we switch it? Let's switch them so they're shorting. Let's switch them so they're shorting. Or let's make sure if the market's going down, then what we'll do is we'll leverage it on the other sides, so if they're losing money on this side, they're making money. No, they don't do any of that. They love it. They love it. Buy and hold, man, these brokers, they don't have to have any skills, don't have to have any intelligence. They can be lazy, and that's why they do it. It's ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. All right, listen to a couple of these here.
The market has come around to this higher for longer view. Why do you think equities have held up okay in light of that?
Well, I think it's because of the labor market. We continue to see strong.
That's all crap. The market hasn't held up. What are they talking about? The market's held up. Held up? The NASDAQ that's been the leader for 13, 14 years hasn't held up. It dropped 38%. And after a year, it can't get up. It can't go back up to break even. You got to go up 60% to break even. And it only is up 19% off the bottom. And they're holding up pretty well? No. Of course not. It means that the market's going to go lower.
There's been criticism that you're trying to compromise by your family's business relations. Sir, Mr. President.
Give me a break, man. You come to my office and ask the question when they have more polite people with you.
No, give me a break. That's Biden. They're asking him about, are you compromised with China? Of course he's compromised. Of course, they don't give you $5 million line of credit. You don't have to sign for it personally, and it's never due. Are you kidding me? Well, let's get back to the market, because I go nuts on him.
The other thing I'm looking at is the difference between PPI and CPI. If PPI is the price of your inputs and CPI is what you can pass through to your customers, there's actually still a gap there, which is to suggest that companies are doing fine passing these prices through.
Oh my God, what a lie that is. This woman this person never had a business. I talk to my friends that own small businesses. Every day I talk to them. And they can't pass on the PPI, which is the wholesaler. So the wholesaler is raising their price by 7/10. They can't pass that on. They're eating it. And what happens when they eat it? Their margin shrinks. And one thing you should do is never let your margin shrink. Any small businessman will tell you that. If you sell a hat for $10, and it costs you $5, never let that margin shrink. You got to keep that margin. If all of a sudden now you don't want to pass on the inflation to your customer, you don't want to raise the cost of the hat to your customer, now that means your margin starts shrinking. As soon as your margin shrinks in a small business, you're dead. Look, stock market is a wonderful place because all you have to know, okay, all you have to know is where's the money going? And we do that every day. Where's the money going? And when you join our gang today and you get your first 10 days free, you'll be introduced. Stephen will show you how the Pro 2 color-coded chart works. It's never wrong. It's color-coded. It's color-coded. Matter of fact, gold stocks, AU, AUI, GDX stocks were up 46%, 50%, 23% because we got in when nobody wanted them. Now we're turning around and selling them short. We let the pattern come to us. See, and you shouldn't be investing in more than 6 stocks. Even that's too many. Even that's too many. If you stay with your same 6 stocks, understand how the market works, understand how everything correlates. What happens when the yield goes down? What happens to the dollar? How does that affect tech stocks? How does that affect value stocks? You got tech stocks on one side, value stocks on the other side. Tech stocks want low yields. They want low yields. All right, they want people buying bonds so yields drop, the dollar drops. Bank stocks, you want high yields. You want high yields. There's so many little things that could help you, and you're going to learn at our webinar. And then we go every day in our class, There is no reason for you to be sitting there and scared. There isn't. I can tell you this. Biden will continue. He's not going to change. What's killing us is the inflation from his spending. When he lied the other day and said that he's the one that fought to get the $1.7 trillion deficit reduced, a total lie. That was an automatic cancellation. It was a line item. And the same guy who's telling us he's concerned about deficits, are you kidding me? Last year, deficits hit $2.7 trillion, $517 billion above his limit. He doesn't care. What does he care? Look, all I can tell you is that every time this man spends on another social program, another 10 million, another 20 million, and he's not going to stop. He's not going to stop, especially if he starts running again, because he's got to please the socialists of the Democratic Party who are going to have to back him for him to run again. And he's going to just keep spending. Join my gang. Remember, February 25th, sign up for the webinar.
You've been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to me.